Okay. We're good to go. So to recap for people watching this in the future, we're going to be playing Maze of the Blue Medusa, and we are going to be playing it using Maze Rats, which you can look down in the description to download if you want to download that. But everyone has characters. What level is everyone's characters again? I forget.
2?
Yeah, I'm at level 2 now.
Okay. And Gabe's new one's at 1. Can you tell us about your character, Gabe?
His name is Silas Wellbeloved. He has a very, very pale disposition. He is a traveling grave digger, so he makes his money. You can know him by the shovel that he carries and the incredibly large bag of chalk that hangs at his side.
And he's a magic user?
Yeah, and he has one spell, Opening Chariot.
Okay. Cormac, what was your guy's name again? Oh, you're still
Blaze. Yeah, I'm still Blaze.
This way, yeah.
So just human, just cannon fodder.
All right.
Yeah.
Human natural slave.
Suck up, punishment. Yeah.
Trevor, what was your character?
Mine is Simon Dreggs.
That's right. Okay.
He's a river rat, kind of lazy, aspiring artist. He's kind of a sit back and he lets others act first.
Was he a specialist character, or what was his thing? Was he a fighter?
Yeah, he's a fighter. He has an attack bonus, and he's strong.
Okay. Cool. All right. So we're going to play this module the way it says to start out. And that's that your group has, on one of your missions, you have stolen a painting. And it's an unusually valuable painting, but you've heard that it's more than just a painting. The guy who appraised it for you said to hang it up in a room with moonlight shining on it and see what happened. So you did. And in the painting, you can see a opulent room full of, pillows and ornamentation. And there is a woman chained to chains hanging from the ceiling, and her hands are chained above her in the room. And after you saw this, one of you touched the painting, and suddenly you're inside of it. So you're inside this room with this woman chained to the ceiling. There is a door on the north wall on the other side from her. And the painting that you just came through is behind you, but now the painting shows the room that you just left. And so you've entered the maze. What do you guys want to do from here? Oh, what I'll say is that we'll play this old school in that you get experience for gold. So let's say every 1,000 gold that you manage to drag out of this area, we'll give you an experience point. So you're in it looking for treasure.
So the idea is there will be multiple delves into this rather than one long slog.
That's what I would suggest. I mean, you can try and hang out in here, but it's probably not a great idea.
So I guess in that vein, touching the picture of the room we just left, is that sort of permeable, or is it now just a painting?
You look back at the painting, and it appears to be a painting again, but of the room that you left. Yeah.
Yeah. So reaching out to touch that, my hand doesn't pass through it or anything?
No, as soon as you touch it, you're transported back to the room you came from.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. It's now a two-way portal.
Gotcha. Is the woman hanging from the ceiling appear to be alive?
She is. She is startled as you enter the room, and she immediately calls for you to unchain her.
All right. I'll unchain her.
How are you doing that?
How is she chained?
She's manacled to these chains.
I have a hacksaw.
Yeah, I don't have too much. I have a shovel.
She tells you that she's been imprisoned here by the Medusa as an eternal guard upon the entrance, and she really wants to get free.
Guard? How?
She just keeps repeating that she's here to guard it. She's here to watch the entrance.
And
Oh.
Does she appear harmed in any way?
No, she appears to be in distress, but she doesn't appear injured.
How long have you been here?
She says she can't remember. Hundreds, thousands of years.
Ew.
How many people have come through here?
She can only remember a couple people in the last few hundred years, but once they came through, she never saw them again.
And what would you do if we unchained you? Where would you go?
I would finally be free of these shackles, and I could return to the world, such as it is, if it's even the same world that I left.
All right. Well, you guys want to let her free?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Why not? Why not?
You have the hacksaw. I'll let you do
Yeah.
it.
All right. So am I tall enough to reach the chains above her?
Sure.
Okay. I'll saw.
All right, you begin sawing at the chains. Before long, they pop off. She rubs her wrists and then sprints past you to the painting, touches it, moves through the painting to the other side, and then you can see her, and she's like, looks like she's a painting now because she's on the other side of it. But the painting is moving. You can see that she grabs the painting and flips it around. The painting now vanishes from the southern wall.
Oh. Well, that's just fucked.
So we're locked in with whatever's in here, or they're locked in here with us.
I wonder if that would count as a door that opening chariot could open.
There's no door anymore.
Okay.
It's just gone. The painting, it's just a blank wall.
The painting doesn't act as a portal unless there's moonlight falling on it, and she flipped it over, so it no longer acts as a portal.
What a bitch.
There's only one door then.
Fell
One
for
way
the
to
first
go.
trap.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go in that door.
So how many doors out of this room now?
There is one door on the north, in the middle of the north wall. It's a red painted door made out of wood. Like I said, the room is very, very sumptuous. It looks like a decayed, like harem or something, where there's like lush pillows and tapestries and stuff all over the place.
I'd like to search behind some of the tapestries that are hanging, see if there's any doors or windows or anything behind those.
No, it just appears to be solid walls. This is just an antechamber.
Okay.
I was once in a situation where taking a tapestry with us was helpful.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes,
Yeah.
you were.
Is there one, like a moderately sized one I could put in my backpack?
Sure, why not?
A blanket.
Yeah.
Although I already have a bedroll, but I guess, yeah, I'll take a tapestry. It might be worth something.
Okay.
Preferably a tapestry of a movable bush.
Yeah. A scenic landscape. Ben, is this the kind of dungeon that mapping it might help us, or?
Possibly. It is complicated, but I mean, it couldn't hurt.
Okay.
I would recommend doing it more as like a point crawl sort of thing, where you just have different rooms and you just show the connections between them.
Right.
Okay.
That might be a little bit easier as a way to do it.
Okay. I'm gonna
That way,
try.
that way you don't have to describe the exact size and position of everything, which gets a bit tedious.
Okay, I'm gonna mark the walls with like charcoal or whatever, like I did that one time.
We have
Okay.
a bag of chalk.
Okay.
All right, I'll inspect the door without touching it. Does it open in towards us? Does it appear locked in any?
It does appear that it's the hinge-wise, they're on the other side. So it looks like it is supposed to swing out, and it does look like it's locked. But it's made of, it's a basic wood construction. It doesn't seem terribly, sturdy.
Anybody have any thieves' tools of any kind?
Mm-mm.
Iron spikes. That's it. Chain. I have a drill. I can
Wait,
drill a hole in it.
Is it locked?
It is locked.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's not like a solid metal door or anything. It's like your typical wooden door.
Yeah. Okay.
You probably just hack off the doorknob. All right. I'll take my axe and just try and smash the doorknob off.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, with a bit of work, you could break this thing in. Not too much of a deal. It's going to create a lot of noise, though. So there's that.
What do you guys think?
I don't have a pry bar, but I got a shovel. We could take that tapestry, a piece of the tapestry, and kind of use that to muffle the noise and put that in the door, like a shovel in the door, try to pry bar it open. Something like that.
Ooh, that might work better, yeah.
It's interesting. There's pillows. There's a lot of stuff in here we could use for that. We'll try to muffle it and like lift it off its hinges, maybe.
Oh yeah, that's an even better idea. Actually, oh, the hinges are on the other side, aren't they?
Hinges are on the other side, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, then,
only other things in the room are, well, there's the blank space where the thing used to be. There's the chains hanging from the ceiling, and I guess you guys got tapestry already.
yeah. I think we should just do it if we can break it with one big heavy hit rather than many small ones, probably better.
How are the chains long enough to swing something at the door?
Possibly. They are pretty long.
Okay. Well, which one of us is the heaviest? Probably.
I'm guessing Blaze.
Okay. I'll
He's
do
a
that.
battering ram with a head
That's right.
on it. Let's
We'll
put
get that,
let's put him feet first, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
As soon as Blaze grabs onto the chain goes chunk down from the ceiling, and the door goes and opens up.
Awesome. All right, that works. Great.
Yeah, so you enter into the next room to the north. It's a large empty room latticed with shadows. These deep blue light with these black shadows sort of intertwined across it. And you see a woman pacing around the room, moving in and out of the shadows. Her skin glows this deep midnight blue. And she walks back and forth, muttering to herself. You hear her saying, "It would be a shame to burn it all and leave nothing behind." And she's just like pacing back and forth, talking to herself.
Is she?
In the room, there's a door north and west and east.
So there's a door. There's a door at basically all four corners of the room, or all four sides of the room.
Yes.
Okay.
And actually, the north, west, and east, they're more like arches. They're not actually a door. You could see right through.
Oh.
You're a bit far away. You can't really see through at this point.
Is she aware of our presence? in any
She
way?
hasn't noticed you yet. It's quite a dark room, and she seems preoccupied.
Would it be possible just to sneak past her?
She is walking back and forth on the north end of the room where the doors are, so you'd have to get pretty close to her.
Okay.
As you watch her pace, you notice that she is unusually tall. She's about 7 or 8 feet tall.
Whoa.
And you see that she has curving ram's horns coming out of her head on either side.
Hmm. Do we want to talk to her? We can do that. Give it a shot.
Do it.
I'm not. We're very willful, so I will stand right behind you as you do that.
Yeah. Well, he goes to talk to her. I think you have that shadow jack ability. So I took that. So I'm going to go around the corner. Or she said there's a lot of shadows, right? So I'm going to try to go to one of the other doors and look in there while he's talking to her.
Okay. So while Cormac's doing that, who's talking to her?
I'll say, Hale, it would be a shame to burn what down?
She looks straight. She looks up from her pacing straight at you to burn the whole maze down. Are you travelers?
Yes, we are.
She thinks for a second. You could be of some use to us. What do you know about art?
Oh, I know some art stuff. I'm an aspiring artist.
An artist? Well, we shall see. Bring me something from the maze. something artistic, something beautiful, or at least entertaining. And I'll pay you for it.
Hey, all right. I like the sound of that.
Okay, pay is good.
Be
What's in
careful and do not take too long. This place dislikes intruders.
Yeah.
What's in the door going west?
Peeking west, you see, yeah. It's a large circular chamber, and it's made out of paved square flagstones that are of uneven height. They're kind of up and down. And an odd thing about it is that there seems to be light shining down from above, but the light seems to be moving around in a circle, because you can see the shadows of the stones slowly shifting as this light slowly orbits the circular room from somewhere high up.
Are there any other exits or entrances in the circular room than the archway?
Let's check here. It looks like there is a door west out of that circular room and another archway, an open area going north out of it.
Okay. Would it be possible to pass through the room without entering the light, like follow sort of behind the light so that the spotlight would never be on us?
It's not really a spotlight. It's just, think of it as like a miniature sun, but just high up and like moving around in a circle around the edge of the room.
Oh, okay, I see.
So
That's
the
what you
whole
see out
room
of the
is
west door.
the whole room is lit,
Yes.
but it's a moving light high up.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can see the room just fine.
All right, I'll step in and look up and see if I can sort of see what the actual light source is.
Yeah, so you're walking by yourself. You can look up, and it's very hard to see because it's very high up. But it does seem like a glowing, like solid white ball of light orbiting high up in this chamber.
Okay. How about the sort of uneven flagstones? Are they loose or solid when I step on them?
They seem quite solid.
Okay. I'll go check out the door across the room on the west side there.
Okay. Let me make sure that the door is not locked. Okay. So that's a whole different other part of the thing. That door is openable. It doesn't appear to be locked. Do you want to just open it up?
Sure.
You see what looks like a small grotto. And everything is black. All the plants are black in this room. The air is very dry. And like these black plants are slowly growing out of the ground.
Black plants.
Normal looking plants that are just black, or?
There are some black soapstone statues too that are being wrapped around with vines.
All right. Is there
So
anything?
that's what Gabe is doing. What is everyone else doing? Gabe's in that room.
I don't want to get too far separated. Where's Cormac? Or Cormac, what's your character?
I'll be with Blaze.
Blaze. Let's head. Yeah, let's all head west.
I'm interested in those black plants. I'm going to pull them out and look at the roots and all that stuff, examine those a little bit.
Okay. As Blaze and Trevor enter the room with stones together, Trevor's character, Simon, falls into Blaze's shadow. Blaze is casting a shadow on the ground due to the light, and as you step next to him, you step on top of his shadow and fall straight through it into a pit in the ground. Blaze, looking over, you can see that Trevor is like about 10 feet down in a pit in the ground. The edge of the pit is the exact shape of your shadow.
Or I'm not going to move.
But your shadow is going to move no matter what.
Your shadow is slowly moving as the light on the top of the thing is moving.
Well, I guess I'm going to move with it.
All right, so you're keeping your shadow right on top of where Blaze is down there.
Can't be that hard.
Oh gosh. Okay. What are the sides of this pit like?
Stone. It seemed to be solid stone.
Solid stone?
Yep. I'm looking up above. You can see the top of the pit.
And it's 10 feet down?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I how wide is it? Can I kind of like put my hands on one side and my feet on the other side and try to like climb it?
Yeah, you can try and climb up it.
Okay.
Let's see if you're strong enough to do that. Why don't you roll strength to see if you can do that?
7.
Yeah, you're not strong enough. You don't have enough leverage. You need you think of some other way to get up there. Gabe, you're over on you're far away from them because you're on the west side of this room.
Right.
And you see this happen behind you.
Are there any vines or anything that look like they'd be long enough to reach down into a pit?
I have
vines like you could grab.
What were you saying, Trevor?
I have a 10-foot chain. I guess I should have used that first.
That would probably work.
Yeah. I'll throw it up to Blaze. One end. Or I guess I could throw the whole thing and let him lower it. Somehow we connect the chain.
Okay.
Isn't there like a statue or something? You said there was a statue?
In the room with vines to the west of this room.
Oh.
Don't bring anything else in here. Don't make more shadows.
Yeah. Okay, I won't even step into the room then.
Okay. Yeah, so Trevor, you can just climb the chain right up. You're back up to the top.
Okay. We're going to stand very far apart from each other.
Spread out. Yeah, that's probably a good move. Your shadows are slowly orbiting the room. You notice that you're not able to fall into your own shadow.
That's
so
good.
So you're okay.
Okay.
So you're in this room. There is an archway to the north, and then this door to the west. What looks like a grotto full of black plants and black flowers. Or you can go back the way you came.
So Silas is in the black plant room.
Yeah, I'm just sort of right in the doorway there.
Are there any doors out of there other than the one you're in?
I don't know.
Looking into this room, you see it looks like there are several ways out. There's 2 doors going west and 1 door going south out of here.
Hey, Ben, how wide is my shadow? How wide?
Your shadow's about as wide as you are, but it's, I don't know, like 5 feet long.
Okay. I'll put... I don't know, my shovel's that long. I'm gonna try to put my shovel across so there's something at least, you know? Like going across.
Well, your shadow moves as you walk, right?
Yeah.
So it's like this pit that's just like moving around with you exactly where your shadow is.
It also moves as the light source circles.
Yeah.
Right, so slowly rotating around you as well.
Yeah, that'd be too hard. Okay.
You've been here for a little while, so let's see if anything shows up. Especially since you fell into that pit. Oh, you're lucky. Nothing happens.
Oh, jeez. A fight in that room would be crazy.
Yeah.
Let's go look at the black plants, guys.
Yeah.
Wait, are you still in my shadow?
No, I'm out.
No, we climbed out.
You pulled me out
okay.
with a chain, remember?
I totally missed that. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, so the full of black plants crawling around these black statues. Nothing else seems to be happening in here, apart from the ways out that I mentioned.
How big are the statues? Are they like miniature or life-sized?
They're human-sized. It's like they're carved out of black soapstone.
Remember, we are in the maze of a Medusa.
Yeah.
So
they're very detailed, I'm guessing, like almost lifelike.
They're very realistic looking, yeah.
are they movable?
They're made of, they're a human-sized solid stone statue.
Yeah.
So they're as heavy as that.
All right. So there's 2 doors to the west, 1 to the south.
Yes.
Which Is there anything distinguishing about the doors themselves?
Sorry, there's not. Oh, these are not actually doors. They're just openings, basically.
Gotcha. Arches.
Should have been clear about
that. Okay. Well, so do the two arches to the west look like they open up into the same room?
No, they're different rooms. The one to the north looks like it opens up into a small shed. You see inside buckets, rakes, shears, stuff you'd find in a shed.
Okay. I want to go look at the shed and see if there's some stuff that's useful there. Maybe take a bucket.
Sure. It contains everything that would normally be in a shed.
Okay. What could be interesting and useful in a shed?
Like a shed in your garden.
Yeah.
Is there a shovel?
There is.
Does it look good?
It's probably better than yours.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it.
Upgrade your shovel.
Shovel upgrade.
How about any like rat poison or anything?
Rat poison. There's a bottle of something in there. You're not sure what it is.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Bottle of something.
Bottle of something.
Good to have.
All right. Bottle of something. And what about the archway next to the shed? So the one just south of the shed.
So the other one going west is a room covered in vines, and these vines have formed the faces of women all along the walls, and the faces are all turning to look at you. They're all animated with flowers and leaves.
Okay. When you say animated, do you mean moving?
Yeah, they're all looking at you. It looks like they're whispering, but they're making no sounds because they don't have any voice boxes.
Oh, that's creepy. I wave at them.
One of them winks back at you.
Yep.
It's got away with the ladies.
So some of the ones near you kind of lean towards you. It looks like they're trying to kiss you. They can't move very far, though.
Tempting.
Don't let them pollinate you.
From this. Okay. What's through the archway to the south?
And through the south is the south is a room. It's a stone-carved nook. Looks like it was carved straight out of the natural rock. No vines here. It's just stone. It's very comfortable. It's very relaxing in here. There is a bench attached to like a swing, just kind of swinging slowly back and forth in the middle of the room.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. There's a couple doors. There's doors west and south. No, sorry, there's doors east and south and an archway west.
So the swing appears to be swinging by itself.
It just seems to be rocking back and forth very softly in like a breeze.
Okay.
And that's all that's in the room. It's a stone room. No plants. Just a bench. That's strange.
Oh.
Where's the breeze coming from? Can we tell?
You can't feel any movement of air in the room.
Is it chained to the ceiling? Or tied
It's
to the
chained to
ceiling?
like a little A-frame thing.
Oh,
It's just like a freestanding like bench swing.
it's just completely harmless, and we're spending a lot of time thinking about it.
You feel unnaturally relaxed and just in a good mood while you're in this room.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
In that vein, I'll take a seat on the swing.
Man, you feel great.
Yeah. Swinging is the tops.
You start thinking about all the previous flames that you've had, back in the real world, all your ex-girlfriends, and man, just puts you in a great mood.
Yeah. That's unusual for thinking about all my ex-girlfriends.
Swing. Okay.
All right, I'll get off.
Let's
It's enough nostalgia swinging for now.
carry on.
Does it seem like the doors? So there's doors and archways, right? You said there are some doors.
Right. There are doors east and south, and just an open archway to the west. Also, north the way you can.
Does it seem like the archways are leading? They're kind of like a bigger. I don't know how to say that. They're like a bigger. Like doors lead to smaller individual rooms, and archways lead to like.
So far, you haven't noticed any particular pattern.
Yeah, the archways in the previous room were just a shed and a vine nook. This is weird.
All right,
Can I check if the doors?
After that relaxing swing, we're going to see if anything shows up. Oh, you're lucky. Nothing does.
What's through the western archway?
Western archway. Let's see. It looks like more of the grotto. There's more vines and plants growing everywhere. It's almost like a garden. There's a lawn with flower beds in this room.
Okay.
You also see a gigantic worm, like a giant caterpillar, crawling around this room.
I say, who are you?
Let's see. He says that his name is...
What?
His name is Germander.
Germander. Well, hello. I wasn't expecting you to answer.
He asks you what you know about plants and whether you could help him dig this row of petunias. He's having
I'll do it right now. I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna dig up the...
He looks at you and giggles like, "Oh, horticulturalist! Excellent!" Like several of his hands are clapping.
He's clapping with several of his legs.
I'm interested in like the roots. What are they in? Is this dirt in the ground, or is it stone?
The floor of the ground is apparently dirt. You don't know how deep down it goes, but it's not stone anymore. It's actually growing stuff.
Is it like vegetables or just flowers?
It looks like he's mostly growing flowers and yeah, small different types of flowers. There's a lot of vines growing all over the walls, as there are in most places in this part of the maze.
How many petunias do I have to dig up?
He wants you to plant help him plant like 12. It's a row that he's making. Yeah, he's planting them.
I won't do that.
He's just growing stuff. Does this guy want anything in particular? No. Big old worm.
He's just chilling.
Just chilling, doing his thing.
Germander.
He continues to clap and watch you as you dig these flowers. And he starts telling you about all the different flowers he's grown in the past, the things that he's done with them, the people he's killed with them.
Wait, what? Well, tell us about those women's faces flowers in the room over there.
Oh yeah. He sighs. Ah, Xania. Her face is everywhere now.
Where's her body? If her face is everywhere.
It's somewhere in the gardens. I don't leave this room much often.
Okay.
So it's one. As I guess we could check our memory. Was the woman's faces? Were they all the same woman?
They all look like the same face.
Okay. So there's this woman whose face is in the flowers now. Okay. It's a normal thing to see.
Does this garden continue on anywhere?
This is the end of my garden, he says.
I see.
Are there doors in this room?
Oh, so yeah. Maybe I should just show you a picture of what this room looks like. It's sort of like an L shape. So you can leave this room going north from the bottom of the L or west from like the top of the L, kind of like pointing to the same place. There's 2 doors there, basically, or you can go back the way you came, which is to the east.
Oh, I see. Interesting. So the 2 exits lead to the same. It looks like lead to the same.
Yeah, they're kind of pointing towards the same place.
Okay.
He does warn you to not open the doors there. You can, as you get closer, you can see that they are covered in what looks like this sort of hard fungus that's kind of spongy but has hardened, and it's coating most of the door, including the edges of it. You'd have to cut your way through.
All right, I'll take one.
And Worm is like, "Ooh, do not touch that."
Why not?
Well, I mean, you can touch it if you want.
He's not our mom.
What does it do?
It's just loud, and loud things in the maze are generally a bad idea.
Loud. Fungus. Loud fungus. Well, I'm not going to touch it. If someone else wants to do it, they can.
Both of those doors are okay. Well, I'll take my shovel and I'm going to try and scrape away some of it without touching it with my hand.
Okay. Yeah. So as you touch it, there's this hugely loud pop as some of it kind of explodes into like these little spores.
I'm going to cover up my face and nose with my...
Yeah, you get faintly woozy for a second, but you feel okay. There's mostly all the fungus starts going pop, 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 and just sort of like exploding off of the door.
Okay.
As you dig around in it, causing a random encounter check.
Oh.
Let's see what happens. Yeah. You guys keep getting incredibly lucky. One of your torches goes out. But
nuts. How long does it take to clear the door enough to open it?
It only takes a minute or 2.
So what's going on? What's going on?
You're looking through
The door covered in popcorn.
Okay.
And
popcorn, that's a good description. It's loud fungus.
Well, I guess we'll open that door and see what's on the other side of it. Now that the fungus is gone.
Yeah.
Okay. Inside the room, which is a hexagon shaped, not hexagon, it's octagon shaped. And there are doors on all 4 north, south, west, east inside the room. Inside the room is a gigantic heart. It looks like a human heart, just faintly beating. It's mottled in a greenish color, and it fills almost the whole room, all the way up to the 20-foot tall ceiling.
Oh, jeez.
There's 3 creatures that are just sort of like crouched on top of it, looking at you. They look like they're made out of twisted vines. Yeah, they're staring down at you. They demand what you're doing in their sanctuary.
Art collecting.
Art collecting? What is the best kind of art?
Representational.
Why is that?
Well, just relative to my basic assumptions.
Do you think your basic assumptions are of any importance in a place like this, especially in the world of art?
Well, why don't you ask the artist? I point to him.
Oh, you can't get away so easily. Admit it. Admit that your ideas of art are not important in this place.
Well, I mean, they're important to me.
I didn't ask if they were important to you. I asked generally.
Okay, I cede your point. I cede your point. My ideas of art are not that important.
As soon as you give in to their argument, the heart explodes.
Oh my God! What?
Flooding the room with blood.
Oh gosh!
waves of blood come rushing out of the heart, pushing you straight back. I assume you're on the south side, so you're pushed by a wave of blood back out of the room into the garden.
Into the gardens. Gross.
And 42. Hold on. Down there, so the north door to this room is also pushed open by the wave of blood. And as soon as that happens, the three beasts climb down off of the heart and start to attack you.
Uh-oh.
Shit.
Yep. So let's roll initiative to see who goes first.
Everyone
let's
roll?
see. No, we only roll one die. Cormac will roll one die.
All right. I got a 1.
All right, they're going to
taken aback by the blood.
go first then. The first one comes screaming at Cormac, shouting, "Liar, backstabber!" And is made of tight curls of blue-black spiked holly. It's like a holly creature made out of these twisted vines. It keeps accusing you of horrible things that you probably have never done. And then it tries to curl its holly leaves around you and slice you up. Let's see. What's your armor?
8.
You managed to avoid its damage this time. The second one, which is made of axles of dry grass that kind of rustle as it charges at you, insinuates terrible things about you, but doesn't directly accuse you of anything. He's going for Blaze as well. And he misses Blaze. You're lucky. And finally, the last guy, which is made up of fist clumps of crushed flower stems and dried buds, makes passive-aggressive accusations at Simon and tries to spurt bursts of pollen at him.
Ooh, my allergies.
What's your armor?
8.
No, Simon's.
Simon or Silas?
Oh, sorry, Simon's. Yeah, that's right.
8.
So it does 4 damage to you.
4 damage. Okay. Ouch.
And make a will save.
That's 2 dice?
Yes.
6.
6. You know what? Because that worked, I'm going to say that it didn't do damage to you, so you can erase the damage.
Okay.
Instead, the other effect took place, which is that you are now convinced that there is a very sympathetic person hidden inside this monster that just attacked you.
Someone worth saving?
Yeah, someone worth saving. Really, he's a good guy. He's really not that bad.
Okay.
You're absolutely convinced of it.
The grass man? No, what's he made out of?
He's made up of like
Pollen.
crushed flower stems and dried buds.
Yeah.
Passive aggressive pollen.
Passive aggressive pollen.
He's just misunderstood.
All right, your guys' turn. What do you guys want to do?
I'm going to attack the one that's
You're fighting in like
enveloping me.
blood.
We're covered in blood, yeah.
I'll go attack the ones that are attacking Blaze.
Okay.
And what I'll do is I'll pour that bottle of something, whatever it was. I'll pour the bottle of something on one of them.
Okay, which one? The holly one or the dry grass one?
I'll do it on the dry grass.
Okay. So that's going to be your attack. You're just going to like dump the bottle on it?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Okay. Let's see if it can get out of the way fast enough. It cannot. The splashes on it, and apparently it was weed killer.
Nice.
So part of it is like burning up, or like shriveling up. One of its arms is like disintegrating. What is Blaze doing?
Is there one around me, is the one around, hurting, trying to hurt me too close to hit?
No, you can hit them. I mean, they're engaged in melee with you.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna do that then.
Okay. The one that was just hit by the bottle?
Yeah.
Okay.
How do I do that again? Just roll twice?
Roll 2 dice, add attack bonus if you have any.
Okay. So I get a 4 and a 4. And I don't think I have any attack bonus.
Okay. Yeah, you don't hit that guy.
Okay.
Back to them. The guy whose arm is burning.
Oh, wait, don't I get to do anything?
Oh, sorry. Forgot about you. Go.
So my vision of this guy, he's like a human covered in flowers.
Yeah, you're sure that there was a person trapped inside this monster. At least that guy. You don't have any opinion about the other two guys.
Right. Is the worm still in this room?
He is. The worm is like sort of sitting in the corner, just sort of like going like this with all of his fingers, just like watching in a very excited manner.
He's nervous.
Looks like
he's excited. Okay. I said, can I call to him for help and say, we need to get the flowers off of this man.
Flowers? I love flowers. And he kind of inches forward and kind of looks around you at the guy. Says, I'll take the flowers after he's dead.
Okay. All right.
Always a laugh, Jander.
I'm gonna try to tie him up with a chain, maybe.
Don't you like him? I mean, don't you think he's cool or something?
Yeah.
Well, is he? I guess he hasn't. He did it. So his attack. Yeah, I guess I wouldn't interpret that. Maybe he just needs a hug. I'll try to hug him.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds reasonable. All right. You give him a big hug. So you're inhaling more spores. So
okay.
This guy's your best friend. You don't know what you do with that. You don't know what you do without him. He's just the best.
Well, don't I have my shirt up over my face from the fungus?
I think it's off once you got hit by the tidal wave of blood.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just hugging him very hard, like Lenny from Mice and Men hard.
Okay. Yeah, so Spur, the guy you're hugging, is slightly confused by this. So he's like, can't really get out right now. Let's see if we do a opposed strength check to see if you can wrestle out of your death hug. I only got a 6.
Well, I rolled 11 and my strength is 2. So
yeah, you have this guy in a vice hug.
How sweet.
The grass monster or the bud monster is, for now, taken over by you. Let's go back to the other two guys, though. They're still going after. Well, one of them had his arm burned by the poison. So let's see if he freaks out and runs off. He does, for the moment. He runs back to the beating heart room and is sort of cowering on the other side of that room among the viscera of the exploded heart. The guy that's made out of holly is going to go after Silas. Let's see here. Okay. And he rolls a 9 to hit you.
Okay. That's a hit.
All right. So yeah, the difference between that and your armor is how much damage you take.
Oh, okay. 1.
That's all for them. Back to you guys.
I'm gonna try and chop him with my axe.
Okay.
Shit. Hold on. There we go. Where did it go? All right. I rolled a 2. So with my attack, do I add my strength to that?
No, just your attack.
Just my attack. Oh, so total of 3.
Yeah, so that doesn't work. I was going to give you a bonus because an axe is a very appropriate weapon, but it's too low. It doesn't hit him. What is everyone else doing?
I'm going to attack the one that attacked me.
Okay.
So, rolling a 4 and a 1. So nope.
Nope. And Trevor?
I'm just gonna keep loving this flower guy.
All right, we're gonna make opposed strength checks again. He's gonna try and break out again. Woo! I got a 12.
I rolled 10 and add strength is 12.
Oh my gosh. All right, so we'll say the status quo remains in place.
Okay.
And is that all
Let
for
me
you guys?
love you. Let me love you.
Okay. Is that all of you guys? You guys all did something?
Yeah.
Okay. So one guy is all cowering in the back. One of them is being pinned down. So the briar or the holly guy, we're going to see what he thinks about this, since two of his guys seem to be out of commission at the moment, and everyone else is now kind of ganging up on him. Let's see. He's going to keep fighting. He's not put off by this at all. He continues to scream insults and accuse you of horrible crimes as he goes after you. The holly in his body twists out into these vines and is trying to wrap themselves around Cormac, trying to pin him down so where all the thorns can get at him. So he's going to roll a, let's say, a dex attack against him. So why don't you roll dex, Cormac?
Okay. It's 2, I think. So let me.
You're +2. All right, so roll 2 dice and add 2.
Okay, so 5 and 3. So 9.
9. I tied you with a 9 as well. So the defender wins in that case. So you managed to avoid it.
All right.
And it's back to you guys again.
I'm going to attack the same one.
Okay.
The one that tried to hurt me. So I'm rolling a 5 and a 4. Strength of 2.
You only add attacks to your attack bonus to your attacks. Okay, yeah, that hits him. It shaves off some of his holly, but it doesn't seem to hurt him tremendously. Gabe?
I'm going to hit him with my axe again. And that's a total, well, that's with the bonus, it's 5.
Okay, yeah, too low. Trevor, you still grabbing that guy?
Yeah.
Just hugging it out.
Hugging it out, man. Hugging it out. All right, roll again. Let's see what happens.
6.
All right, the grass guy, or the bud guy, sorry, breaks free.
Thought he was flowers. Flowers?
Yeah, flower buds and stems and things like that.
Yeah.
So he wrestles out of your grip, and he's going to go after you. He's just going to try and cut you apart. He is done with the hugs. In fact, he's thinking that this whole thing was probably a bad idea. And he misses you, and the holly guy is going to go after Cormac again. 8. 9 to hit you.
So I have an armor of 8, so that means I take 1 damage?
Yep.
Okay.
Back to you guys.
All right. I'm going to go turn and try and chop the flower guy now.
Okay.
That's an 8.
An 8 to hit. With an axe, I'll give it a +2. So you do chop through some of him. These guys are quite tough. You notice that you're hitting them, but it's not doing a whole lot of damage.
Right.
And back to Cormac.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing.
Okay.
Using a shovel. I roll a 7. Never mind. 7 doesn't do anything, right?
Yeah. And Trevor?
So the nature of this enchantment I'm under, would I be upset with Silas, or would I realize that this is not the person I thought it was?
No, you still think that this guy is your friend.
Okay.
The flower guy, yeah.
So I'm going to try to talk to him. I'm going to say, listen, man, doesn't have to be this way. I know it's rough. Because could I tell he was like lashing out at me last time?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I need to roll something? It's not going to, I think it's going to affect him, so I'm going to roll, and it probably will have no effect. I rolled a 7.
To do what?
To talk him down.
Yeah, he's not going to get talked down.
Because he's not who I thought he is. Who I thought he was.
You don't have to focus on this guy, you know. You could attack the other guys. That is totally fine. Just letting you know. Just letting you know.
But I really care about this guy. I mean, I want him. I want him to do well.
At this point, Germander is getting fed up with all of the fighting, which is totally tearing up all of his petunias. And he's opening like these little grates in the floor, trying to drain the blood out. And he's just like, out, out! He's like gesturing with all of his arms. So if this keeps going on, he's probably going to get involved in a second.
Uh-oh.
The guys are going to go after... The two remaining guys are going to go after Blaze, the human cannon fodder. The first one's going to try and tangle him up again. 9. Roll a 10 to tangle him up. Why don't you roll Dex to try and get higher than that?
So 5 and 4.
Okay.
Plus dexterity or no?
Plus dexterity.
Okay, so 11.
Ah!
Dexterity 2.
Oh my gosh.
9, 10. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not entangled. You totally avoid that. The flower guy is going to try and convince Gabe that he's his friend as well.
All right.
So let's do a contested will save.
You got 1 dice or 2?
So roll 2 dice and add your will.
Total of 6.
Matched my total of 6. You managed to fight it off for now.
All right.
Back to you guys, and now Germander is now on your side because he's like gesturing at these flower beasts. And he's trying to shove them out of the room. Germander is quite huge, and he's pretty intimidating. So, you want to say anything to him, or do you want to just fight with him?
With him, I guess.
Just like step back and let him shovel them out.
Yeah, I don't want to get in his way.
Okay.
No, I'm still going to attack that thing with
these guys.
So Germander goes after the flower guy that's already been injured, and he just goes "Rah," and just like swallows one of them. And you see it like fighting all the way down his throat as he just sort of like gums it to death. The third guy, let's see if he freaks out. The holly guy. I lost one. Has a freak out and runs off to the north back to the heart room. In fact, he seems to join the guy who is hiding up there, and they scurry north out of that room.
I shake my fist at them and say, postmodernism sucks. That's right.
Basically, the rule is once you start arguing with them, as soon as you admit that you're wrong, the heart explodes and they attack you. That was the rule.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Now we know. I start listening. I listen on Germander and say, "We're gonna find a way to get you out of there." Or is the spell broken?
It's gonna wear off in a minute or two, so you're okay.
Let's go check out. Was that in the L-shaped garden room? Was that the southern or the northern door?
My impression is that you went north to get into the heart room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So once you're in the heart room, if you look east, you see the other door.
Yeah.
But let's see, the door to the west. The door to the north is open now. It's been knocked down by the wave of blood.
And that's where the creatures ran?
Yeah.
I think that garden shears might have been helpful.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Gosh.
Oh, well. So what do we see beyond the north door at this point?
You see a little alcove full of that loud fungus that's coating most of the walls. But it's been popped already by the wave of blood. And there are exits west and east out of there. East out of there takes you back to the room full of faces.
Okay.
And east, well, goes off in another direction. Sorry, west goes off in another direction.
Let's check out the west door.
Okay.
Yeah. Have we been marking the doors in any way? I mean, we
Yeah.
haven't, but
That was something I've been doing. I don't know. I planned on doing that. I told Ben about it.
that's good. Okay. So we see the vines, and we know her name, the vine faces. But
Xania is what he
can't-
said. Yeah.
She can't really talk to us, so that's interesting.
Looking into that room full of faces, do I see anywhere that a body might be buried in any sort of grave-shaped earth? I am a grave digger by trade.
It's true. You don't see any graves in there. No.
Okay.
So what are you guys doing?
Let's go west.
Yeah.
I think west is good.
West door.
I haven't been there yet.
Okay. In the west room, you see it's quite a large room, and there is a water wheel in the north side of the room, and it's slowly turning. It's like you see half of it basically turning on one side of the room.
So it's set into the wall, and
Set
it's
into the wall.
it's rotating north to south or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Inside the room, you see a huge warty toad demon.
Does he see us?
It looks like he's chatting in a corner with the two beasts that ran out of here, the vine beasts.
Can we
wanna-
open the
let's back
conversation
off.
at all?
You want to walk into the room?
No.
I don't know if we want to. So the room, there's a water wheel. Is there water? Obviously, somewhere.
Yeah. Let's see.
Like a stream.
Yeah, it's dumping water slowly from another room into this one.
And where does it go
There's,
out
like
of this room?
there's a pool in this room.
A pool. Okay.
I think we've come more or less. No, wait, because the room with the heart has a bunch of doors in it that we
Yeah.
haven't opened.
North.
You went through north to get to where you are now.
Oh,
Right.
we went north. Sorry.
Yeah. There's a couple more doors. There's one door that leads to the room of faces.
Yeah.
One door that leads back into the Jamander's garden. And then aren't there some more doors in the octagonal room?
There's one going west out of the octagonal room.
Yeah.
Let's go check that one out.
I'm getting a lot of echo from somebody.
Wait,
Gabe,
mute
you have
myself.
headphones?
Here, I'll go. There we go.
That help.
Does that work?
Oh, there's still echo coming from somewhere. Oh well, it's not that bad. But I don't know what could be causing it if everyone
Yeah,
has
that's weird.
headphones.
We've all got headphones in.
Okay, so going west out of the octagonal room is
We're leaving the demon for now.
probably a smart idea.
Yeah.
Um,
Demon doesn't sound like a level 2 thing.
So it's a small room full of tiles, and tiny roots have filled in all of the gaps between the tiles. You can walk down this room, and there is an exit to the west and one to the south. Hold on, I'm trying to figure it out. The echo's getting louder. Testing, testing. I think it's coming from yours, Cormac. I'm seeing the audio pop up whenever I talk on your square.
Okay.
Testing, testing. Hello, hello.
I wonder if it's a fish aquarium or something.
No, I think it stopped.
Yeah,
Yeah, stop.
I don't hear it.
Yeah, it fixed. Cool.
Are the tiles in this room like artistic, or are they just blank?
They look like normal tiles, but there are the vines that are filling in the gaps between the tiles look like they're forming some sort of maze. But it's not a big deal. You can walk right over them.
Does it appear, looking at the tile, the maze formations, can we see any sort of pattern of rooms that looks like maybe the pattern of rooms we just came through?
Oh, that's interesting. But no, it doesn't appear to resemble it.
Okay. And there were 2 doors through here?
Yeah, there's you can walk west out of here or south. And they're just open archways you can just look through.
Let's go west.
Okay. West is... so this room has fallen benches that are arranged in rows with neat round bedding pots that are evenly spaced out. So it's another little garden area, almost like a plant nursery. There's roses growing all over the place. There are flowers. So near the walls, what you see is something really unusual. You see large flowers, and inside these huge blooming flowers, what looks like a child's head inside these flowers as they're growing up out of the ground.
Daddy, I found a big stick.
That's really cool, buddy.
I walk in it. Whoa.
Where'd you get that?
From under my bed.
It's super cool. Did you break something? Give me that. It's really sharp. Can I take it? Hey, Ingy. Hang on.
So there's a child's head in one of the pots.
There's a whole bunch of these large flowers in these pots. And inside each of the huge flowers is what looks like a child's head.
Are their eyes open?
No, their eyes are closed.
I can give you a walking stick. You're saying it is.
It's weird.
You give me a walking stick?
These flowers appear to be mobile, even in the flower pots. They seem to be dragging themselves around the room really slowly.
Oh.
As you enter, they seem to sniff the air, and one of them starts crawling towards Trevor.
I'm gonna I have some animal scent in my bag. If they're sniffing, I'm gonna just put it on like some perfume behind my ear.
I'm just going to take my shovel and smash one of them.
Less subtle, that's true.
It smashes and pops, and green ooze flies everywhere.
Yeah, I just smash it.
All right.
That's too creepy to be allowed to exist.
So how are they moving? They're moving. They have like vines and tendrils.
Yeah, they have like vine tentacles, and they're just like kind of pulling themselves around the room really slowly.
And it's like scraping terracotta sounds.
Yep.
Gross.
Yep.
Yeah, that is creepy. I'm gonna keep the animal scent on for now.
Okay. Yeah, they seem to be avoiding Trevor now that he has an animal scent on.
Mm-hmm.
But the rest of them start scurrying towards the exploded flower child thing, which is around where Gabe is.
We'll back away from that.
Okay. Just back out of the room.
Yeah.
All right, you're back to the root maze hallway.
All right, let's check out the door to the south here, the archway to the south here.
Okay.
The flower children.
I missed that.
I guess I gotta go. I'll see you guys next week.
Okay.
All right.
Wait, what? All right, never mind. I can stick around. Okay.
Cool.
What's happening? Am I alive?
You're alive.
Okay.
Have you guys collected anything to bring back to the woman at the beginning who was looking for art?
All I have is the tapestry from the first room. That's about the best thing I have.
She
Oh,
was-
shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We could have given that to her.
She's mostly looking for things that are interesting. She was a little vague about what she actually counts as art.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Would one of these flower children be transportable?
Yeah, it's like a flower pot. You can just pick up the flower pot.
Oh, I was picturing like, okay, but they're like a pot.
All right. Well, why don't we try and take one of those? Do we
Okay.
have some kind of sack or something? Oh, wait, I have a net. I have a net. I'm going to snare a flower pot in a net and then drag it back to what's-her-face at the beginning.
Okay.
You guys want to... Yeah, I have a fishing net. So I'll just grab a flower child.
All right. You guys want to follow along?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll try this thing.
Yeah.
I smashed the bug in my room. I got it.
Super good. Everybody say hi to Ingy. Ingy, say hi to everybody. Ingles, get back here. Say hi to Ben Milton.
Hi.
Hello.
That'll be all, thank you. Alrighty.
Okay. Yeah, we'll take the flower child back to the woman at the beginning.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
She's very amused by it. She kind of looks at it, grins, and kind of sets it in one corner of the room in a shadow, and it sort of sways back and forth.
She's amused. That's good.
She is amused. Let's see how much she's going to pay you for that. She's going to pay you 250 gold for it.
Okay. Sweet.
And let's see, I'm going to roll on this table to see what she wants from you now. She wants, let's see. She wants another piece of art, and it needs to be an ironic commentary on the last thing that you got her.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go get the flower child that I smashed and bring that back too.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Let's see if anything shows up on your journey, because it's been a little while. Okay. Something does show up. What is it? We're back at the beginning. Ooh. Okay. So on your way back through the garden area of the maze, what you see is what looks like a hummingbird, and it's just flitting through the air, and it's staying about one room behind you. And so if you turn and look at it, it just sort of hovers there and looks at you, but it seems to be glinting. It's very bright. Not attacking you, it just seems to be shadowing you.
It's normal hummingbird size.
It's a normal hummingbird size. There's something unusual about it, but it's not getting very close. You can't get a good look at it.
I don't like birds after my last adventure, so I'm nervous about this.
All right, so this goes on for a little while. You run back, you find the smashed remains of the other flower child. You drag it back to the lady, whose name is Lady Cruchem Capili. And I mean, you guys know just from general knowledge that she's a demon of some sort.
Cruchem Kakili?
Cruchem Capili.
Capili. Yeah. Normal.
She's huge, blue, and has horns. So, but she seems, she chuckles when she looks at it. Well, that's kind of ironic in a very literal sense, but fine, it counts. And she sets it on the other side of the room to try to aesthetically balance the living and the dead flower child. And she's like arranging the little pieces of it to make it more attractive. And because you did indeed find an ironic commentary, she's going to pay you 1,000 for that one.
Wow.
Because she's completed her collection. I mean, now she has 2 pieces of art that actually reflect one another. Next, she wants, not that again. Next, she wants some music. She wants music. She knows that there must be some in the maze, and she's curious to know what it sounds like. The only qualification is that it doesn't need to be an ironic commentary on the last thing, but it does need to match it thematically somehow.
Okay, on the last thing or everything we brought together already?
The last thing that you brought her.
Okay.
That's what she wants now.
Music.
Well, we've gone west a lot.
Yeah. So in this room, again, there's the west out of here goes to the room with a spinning light. And then there's the north and the east, which you have not checked out yet.
Right.
Out of her room.
North feels musical.
Wanna go north?
Yeah.
Why
I'm
not?
cool with that.
Going north, you see something very odd. It's a large rectangular room. The only other door is straight to the north on the other side of this room. And the floor has a huge mosaic on the ground of what looks like a, not a dragon, but like a many-clawed serpent on the ground. As soon as you walk in, the mosaic starts singing to you.
No, of course.
And this is what it sings. The first to cross these coils must dance. The second sing to safety reach. The third must bleed or risk mischance. The fourth one dies between my teeth. The next will be the first once more, and do not cheat, I'm keeping score.
First must dance, second must sing, third must bleed, fourth gets eaten.
Fourth must die between his teeth.
Are you asking her to repeat it?
Third must die between your teeth.
Third
fourth
must bleed. Fourth must die.
Third must bleed. Fourth must die. The next must be the first again.
Yeah. So it resets after 4, or it has to be the same person, maybe.
I would like to ask her how many people have crossed her floor already.
Oh, good one.
Gee, the mosaic on the floor hisses at you and doesn't respond.
Is there a hummingbird still following us?
There is. It's back in Lady Cruchum Capili's room.
Does it appear to be interacting with her in any way?
No.
Okay.
She's ignoring it. It looks like she's not interested in it.
Okay.
Or maybe she's seen it before. I don't know.
Well, I think we can all get through the room pretty easily because there's 3 of us. I mean, somebody's going to have to bleed. But that's not too bad.
Well, there's only 2 of us, it looks like.
Oh, wait. Where did...
I don't know.
Where did
He
Cormac go?
went 4th. He got eaten.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll start waltzing across the room.
Okay.
Yeah.
The mosaic moves. It looks like it continues to coil around the room, always moving to the right, but it doesn't seem to interact with you.
Okay.
So you're dancing across the room.
I dance across the room.
All right. Simon Dreggs sings a bawdy tune from the River Rat community about a A traveling salesman. And Raquel Welch.
Excellent.
Okay, fair enough. Nothing happens. Good job, guys.
Okay. And there's just that one door to the north?
Yeah. Basically, this whole puzzle is, if your players don't listen the first time, then they're in trouble. But you guys listen, so good. Because she doesn't repeat it.
Oh.
She won't repeat it, so you got to hear it the first time or you're screwed.
Right.
So basically, if your players aren't paying attention, then they're screwed. They got to...
Is the hummingbird following us?
It is following you. It seems to keep shadowing you. You've noticed that as it keeps passing through lights, there's like it's emitting little glints and flashes. It appears to be made out of some sort of stone or glass that's reflective.
Oh. That's not biological.
Possibly not.
What's through the door to the north?
Through the door to the north, you see there's a large chasm basically that drops off, and there's a rope bridge going straight ahead to another archway. There's also a rope bridge that goes right from here along the chasm, and then seems to curve around to the south out of view.
I'm not quite sure I understood that visually.
Okay, so you're looking out of the door, and there is a chasm going east-west right on the other side of the door.
Right.
Okay. And there's a rope bridge from this door leading straight forward north to another door on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But the rope bridge also branches from here going east. And it seems to follow like right above the chasm, east.
Okay.
And then it seems to curve around to the south from there out of view.
So it's like a really long curved rope bridge?
Yeah.
How is that possible?
It's suspended from ropes attached to the walls. Yeah, it's as a hanging rope bridge, so it's suspended.
Gotcha. All right. What do you think? Left or forward? Or was it
right or forward? Yeah.
Right or forward?
Right to the east. Let's
or north?
Go north.
All right. We'll cross the rope bridge.
Can we look to the right as we go and see if we can see where the
so like the rope bridge goes west, but then it makes like a right angled turn and goes south out of view around a corner.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's head north.
Yep.
Okay. You find yourself it's a large room, and it seems to be full of chess pieces, huge human-sized chess pieces. It looks like half of a chessboard in the sense that there isn't two sets of chess pieces. It's one set that's just missing its rooks.
Right.
And so it has all the pieces except its rooks. And inside the room is a large grub-like creature that seems to be chewing on one of the knights.
Does it look related to Jander?
It doesn't really. I mean, it's vaguely grub-like, but it's pretty distinctly different.
How many entrances and exits are there?
There are two archways out of here, both on the north side of the room.
Okay.
Is it the black set or white set?
Let's see here. They're black set.
Missing
the giant grub doesn't seem to be paying any attention to you. It's very interested in this giant knight.
What are they made out of?
It's hard to tell without getting close, but they look very solid, possibly stone.
Possibly stone. This is a rock-eating grub. Okay. So we're looking for music. We heard music, but how do we bring music back to this lady? I guess we could, sing to her, but then we're part of her collection. I think
we need something that will continuously play music or something.
Mm-hmm. Possibly. And it has to be thematically connected to the last thing that you gave her.
Oh, yeah, geez. It's quite a stipulation.
Yeah. Let's try and sneak around the chessboard to the north.
Okay.
There's
the
two doors.
The giant grub basically ignores you. It doesn't seem to be paying any attention.
Okay.
So which door to the north do you want to go through? The one on the left side or the right side? Well, they're not doors, they're archways. You can just look through if you want.
All
Let's
right,
take
we'll
a
look through
peek.
them.
Okay. On the, which side is this? Left side, the left one, it looks like a giant ink black marble floor. And it's kind of shimmering. It looks like liquid, like solid ink black liquid is filling up the floor of this room. Floating on this ink black liquid are what look like eyes made out of solid green jade.
Ooh.
And they're just floating back and forth, going clunk, like hitting into each other, bouncing off the walls, just floating about. Anyway, out of this room, and there's an exit on the north end of this room if you somehow get through it. On the other side, on the right northern door, is
You might be able to fish out some emeralds with
yeah, possibly.
Fish net.
Oh, you want me to try that? I'll cast my net and try and fish out some of these eyeballs.
Okay. Let's see. What happens when you do that? So they're about this big. They're about the size of a dinner plate. They're like these large jade eyes.
Wow.
Yeah, and they're floating somehow in this liquid. So you pull one out. That's not a big deal. And as soon as you pull it out, you freeze. So Trevor, you notice that Gabe has simply stopped moving while he's holding this jade eye, which seems to be...
He's touching it with his hands?
Well, it's in his net. Like, he hasn't actually touched it yet, but he's pulled it out of the thing, so he's looking down at it, and he has simply stopped moving.
Okay. Let's see. Try to knock it out of his hands.
So you sort of push it away, and as it flops over, Gabe is mobile again.
Okay, so that's
the eye is now facing straight down at the ground.
Interesting.
So he was looking into the eye?
Yeah, I was looking at the eye as he pulled it out of the black liquid.
Oh, I see. What if I wrap it in my bedroll?
You can do that.
Wrap it like so I can't see it. And then pick it up. Just an experiment.
Yeah,
you can do that.
Shot.
You can do it. You're okay while doing that.
So these have Medusa-like qualities.
He didn't turn to stone. He just seemed unable to move.
Okay. Was I aware of the passage of time while frozen?
You were. You just found yourself to be completely immobile.
Gotcha. All right. All right, let's go to the... go ahead.
During the time when you were frozen and while Trevor tried to unfreeze you, I rolled a random encounter. And let's see what happens. From the south, right from south below you, which is the room with the big grub and the chessmen, you see these shadowy figures, 3 of them enter the room and start moving towards you. They look like these black, shadowy skeletons, but they are wrapped in this swirling storm of what looks like gold flakes and tendrils that are swarming around them in the vague shape of a human being.
Ooh.
And they're walking across the floor straight towards you. Right behind them is the hummingbird. It seems to be like right behind them or right above them, just sort of watching this happen.
Interesting.
Let's hold up the jade eye at them.
Yeah, I was thinking pull back the...
Yeah. We will unveil the jade eye.
Who's holding it?
I am.
Okay, just pointing it at the specters.
Yeah.
The one closest to you does indeed seem to just stop still, while the two ones that are farther back continue to advance.
Okay.
Can you like maybe set that down and then we'll take
Yeah,
care
I'll
of
set it down carefully and kind of, without looking at it, wrap the thing around the bottom so it's projecting its magic.
All right. We can probably take care of the other two. Or you want? I mean, I can fish out another couple of jade eyes. I'm gonna try and fish out 2 more jade eyes real quick.
But just don't look at them.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So you're running back to the room to do that. Trevor, what are you doing while he's running back?
I'm gonna cover him. I got my shield and my axe, and I'm gonna put myself between. Oh, but what if? Oh, jeez. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna do that. Take a defensive stance.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll say that Gabe is able to fish out 1 more eye before the things are upon you. What are you doing, Gabe?
I'd like to do what Trevor did with one of the eyes, and try and capture the gaze of one of the gold monsters.
Okay. So you pointed at another one, and a second one does indeed freeze in place, while the third one reaches you and reaches out its shadowy clawed hand,
Okay.
swarming with gold, and tries to slice you in the face. Let's see who goes first. I got a 5. Trevor, do you want to roll and see what you get?
2.
2. All right, this thing is going to go first. What is its? Okay, it's not terribly great at attacking. Let's see. It's going to go for Trevor first. It got an 11.
11.
11.
Okay. Yeah, that hits me. 3 damage.
Okay.
Ouch.
And let's see. It does something very interesting.
Oh, great. Another interesting.
This is a fun one. How much gold did you have in your pockets?
We had 1250, probably split between 3 people. So say 400.
Yeah, 50 gold pieces disintegrate out of your pockets.
No.
That's awful. We cannot. This will not stand.
So do I feel it happen?
You feel your purse get slightly lighter.
Oh no.
I mean, these things each experience, or in this case, gold.
Yeah.
Because gold counts as experience.
They eat experience. Wow. Okay.
Gold monsters.
Well, we've got 2 of them contained. If you can take the third one.
Yeah. So that was his attack, right?
Yep, that was just him.
I'm gonna attack him with my axe. See how it goes. 11.
11. Nothing happens.
Uh-oh. Magic.
Anyone who is a magician, like Gabe, would know that these things are undead.
Okay. Take this eye from me, and I'll get a 3rd eye.
Okay.
2 of the eyes are already occupied, holding 2 of the specters in place.
Right.
Yeah. I'm gonna get a 3rd eye.
All right. So while you're going for that, Trevor did his thing. So we're going to go back to the specters. The specter is going to try and shove Trevor backwards into the black liquid of the room.
Okay.
Actually, but first, before it does that, it's going to try and possess you.
Oh, yeah.
As you do. Let's see
As
what's the best way to do it. As one does. All right, let's just do a contested will save.
So Gabe, would he have told me that these are undead?
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't. He can just shout it out. I mean, you notice right away, standard weapons just don't hurt
Just
them.
rush right through. Okay.
Yeah.
So contested will save. Nice. 11.
Oh, you resist. Okay. So its touch does not possess you, but it is going to try and shove you back into the liquid. So let's
Okay.
do a contested strength save to see what happens there. I got a 7.
+2, 10.
10. All right, you dodge out of the way. You're all right.
Nice.
Back to you guys.
I'm trying to fish out the third eye
All right, you got one?
without looking at it.
So I have a unique idea that might go terribly wrong. From the last adventure, I scavenged a cross from a saint, the corpse of a saint.
True.
But it's made of gold, so I'm not sure if I should.
Oh.
I'm gonna pull it out and I'm gonna try to shove it in this guy's face.
Are you a cleric? Typically, only cleric types can turn the undead.
I know, but I'm devout when it pays to be devout. I believe in this saint's power right now.
All right. What are the odds that that's going to happen? I'll give you a 1 out of 6 chance that it works.
So just roll 1.
Roll a die and try and get a 6.
Oh, 2.
You say nope. That has no
So
effect.
it's just a big piece of gold in his face now.
It reaches its hand out, and little flakes of gold start peeling off of the cross and being absorbed by its body.
Oh, gross.
And I say, whoops.
So what's Gabe doing?
I'm fishing out a third eye.
All right, let's say you got one.
All right, and I'm holding it up to get the last spook sort of frozen.
Yep. He seems to
and
freeze in
then
place
let's,
while you're pointing it at it.
Let's vacate. Vamonos.
Yeah.
I'll
let's-
leave the eye sort of like leaned up in like maybe the hands of one of the chessmen, so it's just sort of standing there.
Okay. Yeah, you can like move the chess man so it's like holding it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like pointed right at the specter's face.
Right.
Nice.
That'll work.
All right.
He's temporarily imprisoned there. All right. It's been 2 hours. We should probably wrap up.
Yeah.
That was good. You guys managed to not die in the maze. I'm surprised. Though I think I did turn the difficulty down a bit because I'm adapting it to maze rats. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
it would be fun to try this with actual, like old school D&D.
Oh yeah. We would probably be gone.
Yeah.
First
You
level
die in
old
a couple
school
hits with
D&D
that.
characters are basically even less powerful than a maze rat's character.
Oh yeah, you have like 2 hit points. You die in 1 hit basically. Cool. All right, so you guys did get a bunch of gold. So let's see, you got more than 1,000. So I'll say that you get 2 experience points each.
All right, so nice.
Cool.
Even with the thing trying to drain your gold. Good thing you had those jade eyes, or those things would have torn you apart.
Yeah. It's quick adjustment there.
Sweet.
All right. So between adventures, do I get health back, or how does that work between adventures, Ben?
So you gain 1 XP per day that you get a full night's rest. To recharge all of your XP, you have to rest in a safe location.
Oh.
In like a hotel somewhere in a city, basically.
Yeah.
So we don't even have a way out of here yet.
No, you don't. There are ways out of here, but they're not easy to find since you lost your main entrance.
That was dumb. That was dumb.
That was the first mistake. Okay.
I mean, I knew it was dumb, but I did it anyway.
It's appropriate. That happens to everybody. I haven't seen a group go through the maze where they didn't lose the entrance right at the beginning. I think it's there to teach you a lesson to not trust anybody.
Don't trust anybody. We trusted that worm, but he helped us. So.
Yeah.
All right. Cool, guys. Thanks for playing.
All righty. Good
Thanks,
game.
Ben.
Appreciate it.
See you guys later.
Good game, guys. See ya.